Now in this tutorial I'm going to try to explain to you three types of loops which are prevalent in C language. See guys, there are three types of loops that we work in as far as C is concerned. Now first we will see what is a loop. A loop or iteration is the programming technique through which we repeat a coding statement or statements time and again. So that means looping is nothing else but this is the programming technique in which we people repeat a statement or a set of statements repeatedly, that is time and again. As far as C is concerned, C has got three constructs which help us in achieving this. There are three methods of loops. First one is while loop. Second one is do while loop, right? And see, third one is very popular one, for loop. So I am going to give you introductory lecture on all these three types of loops. While loop is called pre-tested loop, and do while loop is termed as post tested loop. So guys, for loop 2 is like while loop, it's a pre-tested loop. Now what do we mean by pre-tested loops and post-tested loops? Now see, as far as pre-tested loops are concerned, in these types of loops, first we people test the condition and then we execute the loop statements. So that means first condition is tested, and as long as your condition comes out to be true, your loop statements would be executed repeatedly. In case of post-tested loops, what happens is first the loop statements are executed and only after that the condition is tested. So anyways, we are going to learn all these three loops through very simple examples. And see, I'm going to write down a program. See, in this simple type of program, what we will attempt to do is we will try to print first 100 natural numbers. So the statement is write a program that prints first 100 natural numbers. Natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 without skipping any number. Here we go. I have declared a simple variable that is of int data type. I have initialized it with a value 1, and the condition goes like this: while n is less than or equal to 100, percentile d, which is format specifier for int. Now very simple one. Now I would explain it to you. Now see, I have initialized a variable. I have declared and initialized a variable called n, and the initial value is 1. Now this happens to be our loop block. This loop block has got two statements. This is end of loop block. Now first condition is being tested. Your condition is true because initial value of n happens to be only 1, which is of course less than 100. You will be allowed entry into the loop block. Value of n will be printed, that is 1, and afterwards plus plus n. What this is going to do is it is going to increase the value of n by 1. Then see, the control will go up at the beginning of the loop, and because this time over the value of n is 2, again the condition is true, so you will be allowed entry into the loop block. The fresh value of n, that is 2, that will be printed plus plus n. Now the value of n will become 3. Okay, So the condition will be tested, condition is again true, and 2 will be printed on the screen. Plus n, then the value of n will become 4. Again it will go up, condition is 2, and similarly 3, 4, 5, 6. The loop will go on like this. And lastly, what would happen is 7. It will go on like this, and finally 100 value will be printed on the screen. See, in the second last case, the value of n would be 99. That will be printed on the screen. Plus n will increment the value of n by 1, thus making it 100. Again it will go up because condition goes like this while n is less than or equal to 100. So that means condition is still true. 100 will be printed on the screen. Plus n. Now the value of n, you have guessed it right, will be 101. And when the control will go up and check the condition will come out to be false because now n is 101. The loop will break. So let me execute it, and let me show you the results. Here we go. Go to execute, compile and run. First save the program with any name you want. So this is, here we go, this is the result. Let me increase the fonts so that you can see the results clearly. See, 1 2 3 4 5, and the last value that is getting printed is, that is 100. Now see the output screen clearly. Is it okay with you? It's a pre-tested loop. Why? Because condition is being tested first, only then the loop statements they are being executed. Now see, I'm going to convert this loop using I'm going to convert this program, and that will use do while loop. Now you can clearly see why it is called post tested loop, because after do statement, your printf and plus n, these loop statements would be executed, and only after that your condition is being tested. Hence do while is a post tested loop. Let me execute.